and more money, and then seeing how BMO recently like give out like this article saying that how much money you need to retire. I think I'm a bit behind,
Yeah.
just a bit. You know,
But basically, I've read more of that article, and
yeah.
basically what they're saying is that like
Mm-hmm.
they asked
Mm-hmm.
1,100 people, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not a big sample size,
Okay, it's
but
really
they
small. I mean,
yeah,
it's yeah.
and then they asked them what they feel like they would need to retire. So I don't. So
Okay,
it's
it's
not
not
like
set on according to the actual studies or
yeah,
actual math. Okay.
it's not like they calculated. So obviously, like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of insane that people say that they would need that much amount of money to
Mm-hmm.
retire, but I feel like it makes sense with everything, the prices that's going on to that. But basically, what
Yeah.
they said is that like they survey reveals millennials, so
Mm-hmm.
age 28 to 44, believe they will need about 2.1 million to retire. The high marks allowed among all adult generation.
Is that combined within one household, like two incomes? I mean, it's sell $2 million, but like,
I don't remember it specifying it, but I
Mhm.
feel like you retire as a single person.
damn, I'm a bit behind.
You know what I mean?
Just a bit.
Slightly.
It's just it's a bit.
And I did the calculation. So I went on this website that
Mhm.
calculated like with compounding interest. So
Mhm.
to make about $2 million, obviously
Mhm.
it's not the same amount, but
Mhm.
you would have to put $3,000 a month for the next 30 years at 3% compounded
I,
interest monthly.
do you
But
make $2,000 a month?
uh,
I know I don't make two thousand
I mean,
dollars a month.
whatever 70K divided by 12
Okay,
is,
okay, fair enough.
which is
Which is
I
I'm
don't know.
not close to
I
that.
don't know about quick math like that, but basically, so that's
Yeah.
for 3% a month.
Yeah.
And first search on Google, I just Googled like the average
Mm-hmm.
savings accounts interest
Mm-hmm.
rate, and it's like between 1.5 to 2.5.
Damn.
So obviously, not putting your money in savings is the way to go, but like
Oh, you like
just
investing it and everything.
exactly.
Oh, okay, okay,
But
okay.
still, 3K a month for the
That's a
next 30 years.
lot.
Like you
Damn.
said, like 3K a month is
I mean, think about it. 3K,
it's 66
and think about it. That's
66K a year.
But
You
think
need to
about it.
make.
That's 3K that you're saving,
Yeah,
excluding what you would pay for rent, what you would need for
exactly.
food. So it's like that's an extra 3K. So let's say you make, I don't know how much you would need. How much would you need a month to be able to save 3K? Isn't that
Oh,
what people make a month and
yeah,
even less?
a lot.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. That's crazy.
So you need this is basically like an income of like over 100K, right? I feel at this point,
Hmm.
if you can be like, oh, let's put 3K aside, just this month,
Yeah.
just be,
But obviously, it's for 30 years.
that's crazy.
And then let's
Wow.
say, but like obviously, you would work for longer than that. And
Mhm.
the more you advance in your career,
Mhm.
hopefully, but normally, or like
Mhm.
the the right like mindset would be like
Mhm.
the older you get, the more you would make money.
Mhm.
So like obviously it's gonna become easier to save more as you go longer in life, but then you get more expenses as you grow older because
Yeah,
you get your
exactly.
house, whatever.
Or even medicine, like,
Exactly.
or even like again, there's so many things that can happen in life. So it can be like you lose your house, or like you have all your savings are gone. So I feel like a lot of people kind of a lot of the opposite happens. Like they end up being even poorer after
Hmm.
retirement because then you're not even able to work and all your money goes into the other services that you need, right? I mean, you get a senior discount, so
Hmm.
that is that helps, I guess. But
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then they were saying like how I mean pretty much depending of the group age you were
Mhm.
in, you gave like different amount of like value, but
Mhm.
like the minimum amount said was between 1.2 to $2 million,
Mhm.
which is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Part of they were given like some random stats, and they were saying how men estimated on average they needed 2 million to retire, while
Mhm.
women believe they only need 1.3.
No.
And I think the disparity why that is because men tend to pay for women more, so
Fair.
I feel like
Yeah.
they don't
I'll stay home.
they don't count their expenses as
Yeah.
much. You go to the restaurant, it's like, oh, it's a free
Well,
meal.
I'll stay good.
I go clubbing, or I just need to bring $5 with me, and
Actually,
then the
nothing
rest.
at the club. Yeah, but think about it. At the same time, too, the amount of money be spent on hair and clothing and stuff like that.
That's a you
I feel
problem.
like, in a sense, we pay that amount. Like again, makeup is like stupid expensive. It
Okay.
can. I'm telling you,
So
makeup.
I have to pay.
Yeah, man,
So I have to
compensate.
pay for supper.
Repercussions,
Reparations.
reparations.
I guess.
Black History Month.
And they were saying how the average people plan to retire at 62 years old.
Hmm.
But they said the
Plan?
ideal retirement age is 55,
Which is fair, you know,
yeah.
obviously. 55, obviously. That's
I remember
crazy.
seeing a TikTok that like makes me think of this, which was super sad. There was like this girl working at like a warehouse job, and like she was filming herself as she like finished work, and she's like, "Yo guys, I'm like super sad," and she like flips the camera, and it's like these two elderly people working her job, and their job is like
Wow.
removing like scraps from a truck, and it's like imagine working all your life,
Yeah.
and at the end you're like you're like t'es
You-
pogné à faire ça comme
Yeah.
job, you know what I mean?
And then the fact also is like you're still doing that job at your old age at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I think in terms of like, people say that the ideal age for retirement, I always thought to myself that I don't really see myself ever retiring, but just because I feel like as an artist, I can just keep making art. Even like on my deathbed, I would see myself being able, like, worst case, I lose my hands, I can use my foot, you know? I'll just keep making art. So I feel like I've never seen myself be like, I'll retire and just do nothing. But I understand too, like, in terms of like making money, like you're like, you can make money and then not feel the stresses. You know, you're retired, right? You don't have the stress of like, I have to pay this bill. You just be like, well, I have the savings and I'm just working extra for fun. Or not for fun, but like extra money, I guess.
I mean, hopefully you, and I envision you being in that position, but hopefully you're an artist that's able to make money at that age.
Or worst case, you just
like-
pay everything for me. In 10 years when you have kids.
I don't think so. And that's why see this is exactly why women say they need only 1.2 million
Which
for
is fair.
retirement. But men are like, yo, I have a wife that doesn't pay for shit.
But then you allow her to, you know, to say, you guys enable us to just be like, you guys want to pay it? No,
We don't enable you.
Yo,
It's
if
societal pressure.
you want to pay it,
Then I
you
won't
pay
pay
it.
for it.
I'm not going to fight you, bro.
Imagine je t'aurais fait payer ton souper à ta fête.
I mean, j'ai rien dit.
T'aurais dit ça à ta soeur, t'aurais dit ça à ta mère, and then next time I pull up at a family event, I get
Yeah.
like the death stare.
No, but I think, okay, like,
Nobody's
that's
nice for
different.
me anymore.
I feel it's like your birthday. Like, I would never take you out on your birthday and be like, yeah, so where's your card? Like, I just feel that's kind of rude overall, wherever it is. So, okay, yeah, okay,
You got something to say, Evie? Ça, je pense.
yeah, man. Cat's being weird.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?